Sup, guys? It's Gabby
and Sarah.
And this is our first show.
And since it's the first show, why not start with an end?
Exactly, because, just to spice things up a bit.
So, one end that is really the end is your death.
When you die, your cells stop receiving oxygen. And once they stop receiving oxygen, they try to continue to live for a bit.
By giving off carbon dioxide.
Which helps enzymes inside of the cell grow, but they eat you from inside out.
And you give off the same gas that is inside fridges. And other gases that are nutrients to the earth.
Yeah, so, what a beautiful death, right?
Death is kind of cool.
Indeed.
But there's other ways to end besides death.
Like the end of a childhood.
Whenever your childhood ends, it usually ends with a party, which is kind of contrary to the idea, because when your childhood ends, you become responsible for many things.
Very many things, and, which sucks. Most of the time.
Which is probably why they give parties. But the end of your childhood is really the stepping stone to more, education and...
In high school.
High school, yay.
Don't we all love high school?
Everybody loves high school.
We all love high school.
And even high school ends.
With graduations.
And graduations take forever.
Indeed. But you enjoyed it because you just spent like $1,000 for prom. You're gonna spend more $1,000 for graduation because you're throwing a party.
And then you gotta go to college. Graduation leads to college. Forget the party. College.
Although that's your end. Maybe that's your end of high school. So, that's it. You don't have to go to high school no more. You can start working.
And go to college.
Or go to college. Because not a lot of
or
people
both.
do both. Not a lot of people do both.
But you can. Anyways, so the end leads to so much more until you die.
But even if you die, there's always an afterlife. Unless you don't believe in that things. But if you do, there's a heaven or there's an afterlife, there's an in-between. You could become a freaking ghost. That's cool.
In some cultures, people are scared of death. They fear it. But
I fear death. Death is scary.
Death is death. And you find out what happens when it happens.
But that's the only promise we have since when we're born. That you're gonna die. So you're gonna die.
But in some cultures, like the Lakota culture, they're Native Americans, and they're taught from a young age that you're gonna die. So really getting taught from a young age that you're gonna die you don't fear death. In fact, the Lakota embrace death. Not really, nobody really embraces death, but they're not scared. They don't mourn the dead because they've gone on out. They've gone on. They died.
So their funeral is just like a big old party. Like, we're gonna get, turned down for what? The Lakota don't turn down for
style.
The Lakota don't turn down for nothing.
So, really, death or ends aren't really an end.
They're just the end, but lead on to the beginning.
Just like this show, it's ending now, but it's just beginning. So, goodbye, and hello.
The universe,